Hello students, today we will see the methods to determine the stability. Okay, so look at this. Stability can be determined by two criteria. Number one, Raoult stability criteria, and number two, Hurwitz stability criteria. Okay, so we will start with Hurwitz stability criteria first, but before that, look at this transfer function. This is the generalized form of transfer function. Okay, so transfer function for any closed loop system is given by C of s upon R of s. Look at this transfer function, b0 s raised to power m plus b1 s raised to power m minus 1 plus you can add the terms here and last term will be bm. In denominator a0 s raised to power n plus a1 s raised to power n minus 1 plus you can add the terms and last it will be the an coefficient. Okay, so see, as we have already studied, denominator of the transfer function is characteristic equation. So when you will equate the denominator to 0, you will get characteristic equation. So for solving numericals on Raoult stability criteria and Hurwitz stability criteria, first you need to obtain the characteristic equation. Okay, so see the necessary condition for these two criteria, the important, or I will say the necessary and sufficient condition for these two criteria. Number one, all terms should have same sign if roots to be in left hand plane. Okay, we have seen that if all the poles are located on left hand side of j omega axis, then system is stable. Okay, so necessary condition is that all the terms in denominator should have same sign, that is all the poles should be on left hand side of j omega axis. Okay, now the second condition, all power of s must be present. All power of s, look at this characteristic equation. Okay, here I have written d of s, that is denominator. We know that when we will equate denominator to 0, we will get a characteristic equation. Okay, so you can see here s starting from s raised to power n and last term is an s raised to power here 0. Okay, we know that s raised to power 0 is 1. Okay, so all the powers of s are present here. No term or no power of s should be absent. Okay, so these two are necessary and sufficient condition for these two criteria. Okay, now look at this. This is Hurwitz stability criteria. Okay, or this is called as Hurwitz determinant. It depends on the characteristic equation. Look at this. I have written or I have obtained this Hurwitz determinant from the characteristic equation. Look at this. This is actually a0, a1, a2 up to an. Okay, these are constant or these are coefficients. Okay, so what I did here, look at this. Here h is Hurwitz determinant. I have started with a1, then I skip one coefficient. After a1 there will be a3, a5. Okay, so you can conclude that these are actually odd coefficients. Okay, then second row, how I am writing? Before a1 there will be a0. Look at this. Before a1 there will be a0. Okay, so I have written here a0. Before a3 it will be a2. Before a5 it will be a4. So like that I have completed. If there is no term, see before a0 there is no term, so you will put here 0. Okay, so like that you have to complete this Hurwitz determinant and it will be more clear after solving the numerical. But look at this. First you have to start with the odd coefficient and then you have to decrease. Okay, and last term is actually an, that is s raised to power 0 coefficient. Okay, an is the coefficient of s raised to power 0. Now look at this. For Hurwitz stability criteria, if you have the characteristic equation of the system and it is asked to comment on the stability with the help of Hurwitz stability criteria. So what is important condition for the system to be stable? All the subdeterminants should be positive. All subdeterminants of Hurwitz determinant should be positive. Then only you can say that system is stable. For example, here I have written d1 is equal to a1. Okay, look at this. This is first determinant. Okay, so this first determinant should be positive. Now look at this. Here 2 by 2 determinant is there. So this second subdeterminant a1, a3, a0, a2, this should be positive. Okay, D3 is equal to, look at this. Okay, so this is 3 by 3 determinant. If all these subdeterminants are positive, okay, then only system is stable. Then only system is stable. Okay, so we will solve one example with the help of Hurwitz stability criteria, so that you will get the concept how to obtain the Hurwitz determinant and how to comment on the stability. Okay, so look at this. I have taken one example here where the characteristic equation is directly given. Characteristic equation is directly given and it is asked to comment on the stability with the help of Hurwitz stability criteria. Okay, so this is my characteristic equation. What I am doing, look at this. Here you need to calculate the coefficient. So I will write here, look at this, A0 is equal to 1, or you can compare this equation with the previous equation. So A0 is equal to 1, A1 is equal to 8, A1 is equal to 8, then here A2 is equal to 14, A3 is equal to 24. Okay, so we have obtained the coefficients. Now we will substitute this coefficient in Hurwitz stability criteria. Okay, so first of all you need to decide the size of the determinant. So how you will decide the size of determinant? Look at the characteristic equation. What is the order of the system? You can check here. Highest power of S in denominator is 3. So order of the system is 3. So what will be size of determinant? Size of determinant, it will be 3 by 3. Okay. Suppose here order is 2. So size of Hurwitz determinant, it will be 2 by 2. Okay. So now I will obtain 3 by 3 determinant. Okay. So look at this. Here you have 3 by 3 determinant. Okay. Now what I need to do? I need to put all these values here. So I will start with this A1. Okay. So look at this. First A1 is equal to 8. Okay. Now next A3 here is 24. What about A5? Is there a term of A5 here? No. So I will put 0 here. Okay. Now next, what about A0? A0 is 1. Then next A2, A2 is 14. Next A4 is there? No. 0. Okay. Next here 0. Look at this. Okay. We are discussing about this. 0. Then A1 is actually 8. Okay. A1 is actually 8 and then last A3 is 24. Okay. So I hope you got the concept. Simply we have substituted the coefficients there. As the size of matrix or a determinant is 3 by 3. Okay. So there will be 3 subdeterminant. So how we will calculate here? Look at this. First I will calculate first subdeterminant. Okay. So first subdeterminant is 8. Okay. Then second subdeterminant is 8, 24, 1, 14. Okay. D3 is equal to, you need to calculate this 3 by 3 determinant, 1, 14, 0, 0, 8, 24. Okay. So we have these 3 subdeterminant. If all these 3 subdeterminants are positive, then only you can say that system is stable. Okay. Now we will calculate this subdeterminant. Look at this. This 8 is positive. So first subdeterminant is positive. Then we will see, I am directly substituting the answer whatever I am having. Look at this D2. You need to multiply. I have the answer. I am directly substituting. D2 is equal to 88. Okay. Now the answer for D3 I am having as 2112. 2112. Okay. For that you need to calculate all the values here. But I have the answer. I have directly substituted. So look at the answers of subdeterminant. Okay. 88 is positive. This 2112 is positive. So all subdeterminants are positive. So what I will say, system is stable. System is stable. Okay. But see, the important thing is with Hurwitz stability criteria, we can comment only on stability. Whether system is stable or unstable, we can only comment. But we cannot do the analysis. How? Look at this. Here we got all these 3 subdeterminant as positive and we have commented that system is stable. Suppose any one of subdeterminant is negative. Any one of subdeterminant is negative. So what will be your comment? you will directly comment that system is unstable. Yes, answer will be correct. If any one of the subdeterminant is negative, system will be unstable. But suppose I will ask you the question, how many roots are located on right hand side of the system? If you are commenting system is unstable, then you must know how many roots are on right hand side. Okay, but that we cannot calculate with the help of Hurwitz criteria. Okay, so the disadvantage of this Hurwitz criteria is that, see, number one, I will write disadvantage. We cannot calculate number of roots on right hand side. Okay, we cannot calculate number of roots on right hand side if system is unstable. If system is unstable. Okay, number two, if size of this Hurwitz determinant will increase. Okay, we know if 3 by 3 determinant is there, then we can easily calculate the subdeterminant as well as 3 by 3 determinant. If here order of this equation, characteristic equation is 4, okay, so it will be difficult to calculate 4 by 4 determinant, or you must know any method to calculate 4 by 4 determinant. Okay, so the disadvantage of Hurwitz criteria, if size of determinant will increase, size of determinant increases, okay, so it is difficult to solve or difficult to solve this determinant, so it will be difficult to comment on the stability. Okay, so these are the disadvantages of Hurwitz criteria. I hope you got the concept of Hurwitz determinant. Okay, if it is asked to solve numerical or it is asked to comment on the stability with the help of Hurwitz criteria, so you need to solve that numerical with the help of only Hurwitz criteria. Okay, so I hope you got a concept. In next class we will see Raoult stability criteria. Thank you, students.